Hello and welcome back. Got some Deadlock gameplay this time. Today we're going to talk about sleep. So I was having this conversation the other day about dreams. One of my friends asked me, "Do you still have dreams?" Which is a crazy phenomena that happens between like other adults and stuff. Or when you get older, people start asking, "Do you still have dreams, bro? Do you still be closing your eyes and sleeping at night?" You'd be like, I'm having a dream. Have your friends ever asked you, do you still dream? I told them yes. And they pushed a little bit more besides like me giving the yes or no question. They were like, well, do you still have nightmares? So not only asking me, do I have dreams, do you have nightmares? And that's strange to me. Like, yeah, I do still have nightmares, even as an adult. I have probably as many nightmares as I do have actual dreams. I feel like it's like a 1-to-1, or at worst 1-to-2 or 1-to-3. But that is if you do get dreams in the first place. Instead of that thing where you just, force yourself to sleep and you instantly close your eyes and teleport to the next day. Or sometimes I close my eyes and I wait for it to get dark and then I'm like, oh, it's the next day and there's birds chirping outside my window and stuff. Yeah, I do have nightmares. I do still have dreams. But we ended up having this nice conversation about dreams, and there really was nothing else like it to me in that moment. At least to me, I feel that unless you're a very vivid daydreamer, dreams are the only thing that kind of happens to you where you get like this full, genuine creativity. It sort of kind of feels random, and I know randomness is a hard thing to explain to people, but like your dreams feel like a random type of creativity. I feel like when you're awake, like you're thinking about what you're going to build in Minecraft. You're thinking about a new build in Deadlock. You're thinking about a new way to get some money. I don't know, bro. You're thinking about all these different things, but that's like creativity that comes from you while you're conscious. Your unconscious creativity, I feel like, is your true creativity. So dreams are the only thing that kind of happens where you go that full creative mode. I feel like every human is capable of having some made up scenario happen inside of their head. I feel like sometimes my own dreams feel so artsy and so weird and out of this place, so abstract. Like your dreams really just are your own thoughts. It's your dreams really are just like a fucking loading screen for you for the next day. Like that's my way of summarizing what a dream is to me. A dream is like, oh, I got the loading screen in between from one day of consciousness to the next. It's a way for the body to pass time and sort of like recover. And I feel like your dream is just that thing that it puts up on the screen while you're like waiting to go to the next day. Like, here, nigga, watch a little movie before you go to the next day. But dreams can be so funny to me. And yeah, I do have nightmares. Even though I hated my nightmares, uh, you know, uh, I told him I have nightmares. They were telling me about their nightmares, and I also took it as a time to tell them about my nightmares. When my friend asked me, do you dream? Do you still have nightmares? And they were telling me about their nightmares, and from an outside point of view, it felt like their nightmares made them upset, and I related to them in that way. Me as an adult, I have nightmares, and they make me feel upset too. They were telling me about their dream, and the way that they were phrasing it and the way they described it sounded like a really sad situation. It sounded like something that gives you that icky feeling. Sometimes your nightmares can just be really upsetting. So I responded to their stories of telling about their nightmares to tell them about some of my own. I started talking about how my nightmares seem to consist of mostly betrayal. Most of my nightmares are just horrific human betrayal. People not acting out of heroism. Everyone remaining frozen in a time of fear. Someone never having your back after all that time. Anxiety-ridden dreams. Or the worst ones that I have, where family members being in shootings and amusement parks and stuff like that, experiencing cosmic levels of horror and dread, being isolated by a monster constructed by your own brain's biggest fears. That stuff like that, being paralyzed or not being able to move fast enough, wanting to. I remember having bad dreams where I don't like fights. I don't like getting into fights and things like that. And I'm not like violent. Like, yeah, I'll play a violent video game. I'll say pretty outlandish stuff, but like, I really don't like suffering or danger of any kind. And I'll have dreams where I have the dreams where you're punching the motherfucker doing zero damage. It's like that Metal Gear Revengeance or whatever Rising, and you're punching the president made of titanium, and he's tanking your fucking 1,000 punches, bro. Your 1,000 anime punches are doing zero 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 zero. But yeah, I'm bringing this up because it's just how nuts how your dreams are yours and really one of a kind, and you can use your dreams to relate to other people. You still have nightmares, and you're like, I have nightmares too, bro. So someone's nightmares can be reoccurring or totally different from yours, and you can still sometimes bond with another person by just sharing them. You know, you can share your experiences. It's nice to talk to other people about their dreams. It's really fun. It's a fun way to pass the time, to talk to someone else. But I feel like my friend that I was having this conversation with, their dreams mean a lot to them. Like, I feel like some people let their dreams mean a lot to them. Some people dream journal. I know some people think that dreams are a way of telling you about your future or your past. Your dreams could be a connection to a different you. Really, the you that is in your dreams is really a different person. Like, how many times have you had a dream and you felt like your family members were still your family, but they never acted like the exact copies of what they are? Really, that's a way of just showing like you never really know 100% what other people are just flat out thinking. You only have that image of them in your brain. But have you ever had those dreams where it's like, it feels like the alternate world? Like, kind of like Roxas and Sora from Kingdom Hearts. You know, two different people, but they're the same person. They feel the same. They still cry at the same things, and that's why it's beautiful. But, I say I agree a little bit with your dreams being somewhat of a reflection of your life in some kind of way. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all created by your own thoughts and ideas and experiences that you had in your life. What makes me feel so fascinated about dreams is they are like very unique. What attributes in your life contribute to what your next dream is likely to be, or what you're going to be dreaming about for the next couple of weeks? You know, what are human dreams going to be like 20 years from now? What are people going to be thinking about in their idle time when they're resting? I wonder if more lucid dreams are just waiting to be experienced with some type of, brain game or brain mental gymnastics that you can, perform for yourself to have some sort of control over what kind of dreams you're going to be having. The best part about my dreams is that they can all become nightmares so fast. And what I mean by that is like most of your dreams can just go super good, super bad. They're chaotic. They still feel random. Even how the events of a dream transpires, it just feels like it really is like true improv, just on the spot, constant action. Because you really don't have any control over your dreams. I'd say remembering them and writing them down or talking to someone is the best way to keep having them or have a better memory when it comes to dreams. But what makes dreams so cool is how random they occur. And whenever you do have the ones that you have, they feel so random. They feel like you're going through a Mario Party minigame for the first time. And this is how I feel when I play Mario Party games. You get in a minigame and you have no idea what it's going to be, and then they have some like screen transition where you go through some mystical clouds into a minigame for the first time. And that first time experiencing that minigame, you'll never get it back ever again. That's what your dreams feel like. Every dream feels like it fades to black or fades to white too many times when you try to remember it. I find myself, even when I'm waking up, rushing to tell someone about my dream and wanting to write it down as fast as I could, and so it doesn't leave my memory. Most of the time when I end up, having the conscious decision to act upon that idea, 30 to 80% of the dream information is just gone. So there'll be good parts about my dream, and then I only remember the bad parts. There'll be awkward parts of my dreams, and I only remember the successful parts. There'll be overstimulatingly beautiful mystical things happening in my dreams, and I only remember the most boring fucking shit. Something that everyone dreams about. My dreams seem to flee my memory faster than they come in. Dreams are so short and hard to remember, and the nightmares can feel me leaving empty. Wanting to jump back into the painting and try again. A painter laying his brush to a dusty canvas, replaying the events that left you so starstruck over and over again. But what's crazy is, I know most of you out there, like me, are not alone in this. I know some of you are frequent nightmare babies, people are having lots of nightmares. Had like some sense of relief when you're like, oh, I'm going to grow up one day and I'm not going to have any more nightmares anymore. Well, oh, bro, I'm here to tell you, you're still going to have them. Like, yeah, bro, I can't wait to grow up and not be scared of anything else anymore. But it's just a hard reality, bro. It's just a hard reality. Like, even when you're an adult and you're growing up, life is still scary. And that's why life is so beautiful. My dreams while being a child versus while being an adult, comparing and contrasting them, makes me feel kind of happy. It brings a real big smile to my face. And I'm like, oh, my dreams are so much different from when I was younger. But they still make me feel fear. They still make me feel genuine happiness. It's something that can, just never leave you. I like to remember that when I was little, I had this reoccurring nightmare of a monster chasing me up my steps in my basement. And these were like wooden steps. Like they had gaps in between them. Like if you went up the steps too fast, you could probably trip and fall and you get your leg caught, whatever. Because I had that thought, I had dreams where I'd be going up the steps and a step would just disappear. It would break. The hallway of me walking up the steps would just get longer and longer. I'd try to move my body and it just, it just don't want to go. It'd feel like I'm swimming through peanut butter trying to get away from a monster. And the monster was always some black evil gremlin-like creature, some little hobgoblin that'd be like, make weird noises, high-pitched screams, all that shit, bruh. Just crazy shit. And the movie that scared the fuck out of me when I was younger was the Gremlins, because when the Gremlins turned evil, bro, those things were dastardly. Those things could abduct children, okay? When I was younger, I felt like I always dreamed that the monsters would be more 10 times more violent and world ending if they were in the real world. Children's horror media actually is kind of scary. But and also I played this game called Heart of Darkness on the PS1 that actually traumatized me when I was younger. Still traumatizes me till this day. The creatures from that game would tackle the main character, bruh. It's a kid alone on an alien planet looking for his dog. And it's a bunch of black little creatures that swarm you and rip you to shreds like zombies, bruh. Like Left 4 Dead zombie niggas swarming a little kid and you got this dumbass little electric gun. And when they have animations where they fucking rip your shirt off and bite straight into your chest cavity. They have animations where they break your neck, break your legs, bro, snapping you in half like a piece of celery. This game was rated E for everyone, bro. I had nightmares about these niggas for weeks, bro. I think it was 2 or 3 years of having nightmares of those motherfuckers literally maiming a little fucking adolescent kid, bro. That shit, that dream going through my head scared the shit out of me, bro. But I did have some good dreams when I was younger. I had dreams that always involved video games and stuff like that, experiencing a new level through a cheat code, creating a Lego Star Wars level, straight out of my mind and playing it for the first time and never being able to play that Lego Star Wars mission ever again because it was just a dream. I would have these really vivid dreams about like Smash Brothers movesets and characters that I would want to add to the game. Like they'd be totally made up. They'd be from animes. They'd be like Lego characters and things like that. It'd be other Nintendo characters that I thought should just easily it'd be so fucking easy to just add them to the game. Like, oh, Nintendo, it'd be a fucking obvious option to put this character from this game in your next Smash Bros. Game. And matter of fact, I'm gonna draw on this piece of construction paper what the fuck they would look like right now. I would even draw like the little percentages at the bottom of the page and icons. One of them would get blasted into the blast zone. I would have dreams about, you know, what the stages would look like. The stages would be from different games and stuff, or just something I completely made up. I remember being obsessed with the Mario Brothers stages not having enough pipes that actually were meaningful to combat. So I would draw stages that had Mario pipes with piranha plants in them. Someone got a mushroom upgrade. There's an upgraded home run bat. There's different items on the ground. A whole bunch of crazy stuff. Yeah, and then I would also dream about like eating a lot of food. Like I feel like a lot of children have dreams where they're just having a dream about like eating a smorgasbord of sweets. Like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory really did fuck my brain when I was younger. I was like, wow, that really is just a fucking river of chocolate milk. And my God, it is the hottest day in summer, and I'm thirsty, and I want to drink all that chocolate milk. I want that chocolate milk to taste just like the chocolate milk from like my elementary school when I was eating them fucking mozzarella sticks, or those cheesy breadsticks, the ones that literally were choking hazards. How insane the cheese pulls were on those cheesy breadsticks, bro. I remember coughing on them, probably because I was eating them too fast to go run out to recess. But that was a great thing. Like, oh yeah, learning it. I'll come to school every day. Shit, I won't bother my mom no more. No more crying. No nothing. Whenever I go to school, if I get to run around on the monkey bars, I'll be alright. And then you grow up, and then the fucking playgrounds aren't there anymore. You don't have recess anymore, and it's nothing but 7 hours of getting up, sitting down, and trying not to fart really fucking loud in class. Oh my God. I'm only saying this. This is such a tangent, but I'm only saying this because I just watched a video. This young lady made a video about the history of American parks, or the history of playgrounds across the world for children. And it's actually really interesting. And it was something that's been in the back of my head for a while. I actually remember like having that initial thought when I started getting older, and I was like, why are some of the things that feel really good and crucial to my development not being still given to me? Why does this shit feel like torture now? And I feel like you're preparing me to be ready for torture, not to be ready to be active and experiencing positive things that make me happy. But anyway, back to dreams, back to sleep. But I mean, as an adult, bro, like most of my dreams are good and just like normal experiences, like seeing places in the world that I want to go. More so the simpler things in life being altered in the slightest way to make them seem unreal and magical, like family members returning from the dead, getting more money to go spend at the mall on a shopping spree, going back in time to a moment that you could have fixed with just the simplest of thinking, reliving a favorite memory from the last year but slightly altered. Maybe your good dreams are a thing that are sort of like built in to restart your brain's interest in creativity. Like, what if in some weird way, we are all just like so bored of life to the point to where our brains have this way of entertaining us and keeping us looking forward to new magical things, even if we like don't think about it creatively on a day-to-day basis. When you have a dream, you're forced to create these imaginative, crazy situations that kind of like stimulate your brain in a period of being at rest. Dude, I'm sounding like a magical guru that like doesn't know what he's talking about, but I'm like, sleeping will actually cure cancer. No, I don't think something absurd like that. But on the other hand, my adult nightmares are just like brutal or embarrassing, like brutal in a sense of like senseless violence, things no inner child in me would want to like remotely experience or come close to thinking that they're reality. Like so many of my nightmares feel like they're so real. They're so ready to just happen at the like snap of a finger. It's crazy. Nightmares in an adult can feel like a therapy session that you don't want to have happen. Your mind forcing you to have some like surprise intervention. Nightmares that bring you down and make you question your existence, or sometimes leave you feeling empty. Sometimes an adult nightmare seems to just highlight my biggest insecurities and fears. Also, this is ass, but I'm not going to talk about it for long. But adult sex dreams, they fucking suck. They're ass. They always make me wake up feeling so dejected. And I have like some wet dream happen to me. Like, I'm having a little wet dream. Everyone has them though, unless you're a fucking soulless monster. If you don't have dreams, bro, there's nothing wrong with that. But who doesn't want to have a little fun in their dream? Who don't want to get freaky? Who don't want to get imaginative in their dreams? Also on the topic of sleep, how many of you out there take naps? You like to take naps? I don't take naps, bro.
I don't take naps, man. I don't take naps. You know, and all that stuff. It's not that I judge. You want to take a nap? Look, my life's too full. There's always something I could be doing. And, you know, I'm getting old, you know, so like I just don't have time for naps, man. Fuck, that's for the fucking birds, man. I just ain't doing that shit. I'm not taking a nap.
No, I'm not gonna reference that, but I fucking love naps, bro. I love how some people hate. I love how some of you hate to take naps. You start mentioning naps. I don't take naps, bro. Shut your ass up. I know some niggas hate to take naps, but man, when it's summer and it's hot and it's like the middle of the day and there's a spot by the window in that room you haven't sat in a while and it's like the couch is there and the sun's sitting on it, bro, you're gonna sit there on that couch and take a nap, bro. You can't be afraid to take naps, bro. Like, naps are your friend. Ain't nobody gonna hate on a nap. Like, imagine the last time you saw another animal soaking in the sun in the middle of the day, like a cat or a dog. Or even you walking around, you see like a squirrel just curled up in the sun, resting, bro. You're like, all right, bro, maybe bro's resting for like his little night shift, bro. Like, you know, some humans need a little nap. Some people got to hit that little skip to that little fast forward button that I want to skip to the next day, or I got to skip tonight. Naps feel sort of like, you know, the Song of Time in Zelda, like a little fast forward button. Like, let me song of double time my way to this night shift. It's just a free hack, bro. Napping is the meta. It's a free recharge of energy that'll have you like feeling refreshed. I haven't really had, you know, many significant nap dreams, but I know it's possible to experience napping while dreaming. Oh my god, it's possible to experiencing dreams while napping. Okay, whenever you're taking a nap, you're like setting that clock for 1 to 2 hours from now, you know you're cooking. But I don't like this napping section, bro. That's what a nap is. It should be fucking short. You don't talk about naps forever. You just do it. But I don't know, guys. I'm getting a little bored here. I'm getting a little sleepy. I'm getting a little sleepy. Tired. Like I got REM ulted. Is sleep overpowered? Do you think human society should be built around giving humans more time to rest and sleep throughout the day? I think if everyone was awake less, we would be spending a lot less time polluting our planet. Smiling emoji. Most of the human life is spent sleeping, which is about 25 to 26 years. And I wonder how much of that is dreaming, or I wonder how much of that 25 to 26 years that you spend of dreaming and sleeping. Is it just a black screen? Is it a nightmare? Rawr. Is napping a sign of low testosterone and low drive? Are naps for pussies? Should we start woke maxing? We all have an uncle out there who would fucking hate that. Uncle, you should start woke maxing. Take a nap, nigga. Should I stay awake 24/7 with my eyes glued to a computer screen, playing Street Brawl for the 100th time this week instead of actually playing out a 35-minute match? If other people in my lobby have a brain, or a 50-minute match, if everyone on your team is going gun and your REM support and your only purple investment is Knockdown Spell and Torment Pulse. Great joke, Warren. I'm so glad you wrote that. Let me know what you'll be thinking down in the comments. Do my videos put you to sleep? Are they easy to listen to? Do you like listening to my mouse click when I'm reading through this script? Is my voice seductive and Is my voice seductive and entertaining to you? I don't know. Alright, I might sleep on that one.